This is the famous bed that's made of boreal nephrite from the great eagle and its companion. Lying in it, wuxia practitioner can experience a substantial surge in inner power.
And decisions are made in the process.
To elevate users' experience, the hub has installed 20 sensors in the ceiling and 8 sensors on these walls to control the movement of the shuttle.
The chairman of
Good evening and thank you for joining us. The Urban Renewal Authority unveiled the Sai Street Flower Market Road Development Scheme in Mongkok, with around 270 tenants affected. The redevelopment project is expected to cost around $2.5 billion for acquiring properties. Some of the makeover projects are expected to complete in 2033 at the earliest. The Sai Street Flower Market redevelopment blueprint involves an area of 6 sites spanning about 29,300 square meters. The House Committee of the Legislative Council has accepted the suggestion of waiving standard notices in the legislative process. This came after Secretary for Security Chris Tang requested the committee to fast-track the legislative process of the Safeguarding National Security Bill under Article 23 of the Basic Law. The Bill Committee of the Legislative Council ended its first scrutiny of the Safeguarding National Security Bill on Thursday, with the government proposing more than 80 amendments. The bill was then presented to the House Committee before the second reading can be resumed. Secretary for Security Chris Tang sent a letter to the House Committee today, asking members to waive the notices that are normally requested before the second reading can be resumed. Many members supported Tang's proposal. The second reading of the bill could start next Wednesday at the earliest. The United States TikTok saga has taken another twist, with former Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin saying he wants to buy the popular video app. High-profile U.S. economist Jeffrey Sachs told China's state news agency Xinhua that the CIA has for years been trying to undermine stability in China via social media. Amid the huge civilian death toll in Gaza, a top Democratic Party politician in the U.S. has called for new elections in Israel so that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will be ousted. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, the first ever Jewish Senate leader, told the Senate floor that Netanyahu is one of 4 obstacles to peace in the region. The others being Hamas, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, and radical right-wingers in the Israeli government. The White House said they knew beforehand the content of Schumer's speech. Nasvi Karim with more. In the U.S., the father of a Michigan school shooter who killed 4 students was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter. His wife was convicted on the same count in February. A second conviction against the teen's parents was of failing to secure a gun at home and doing nothing to address signs of their teen's mental health. The tragedy happened in Oxford High School in Michigan in 2021. Still ahead. Welcome back. Voters headed to the polls in Russia today for a 3-day presidential election, which is likely to see President Vladimir Putin's rule extended for 6 more years. Tracy Furness has more. SpaceX's Starship broke up yesterday just 45 minutes into its flight. It was the spacecraft's 3rd test flight. The FAA says it will investigate the mishap. NBC has more. Back locally, a serious mix-up at the local hospital has resulted in a woman's entire uterus, fallopian tubes, and ovaries being removed. Sang reports.
The woman, aged 59, suffered
This year marks 100 years since the birth of renowned martial arts novelist Louis Cha, who is better known by his pen name Jin Yong. Cha is one of the most popular Chinese novelists in history, and his work has been translated into many languages. A range of commemorative events are being held in Hong Kong, paying tribute to the Chinese literary titan. Take a look. Enter the world of martial. This is the famous bed that's made of boreal nephrite from the great eagle and its companion. Lying in it, wuxia practitioner can experience a substantial surge in inner power. Saturday. Many residents have been cheated of their hard-earned money by various online scams. Chairman of the Investor and Financial Education Council, Victor Daw, said the body aims to elevate residents' investment knowledge. This came after the council launched an immersive education center in Chunwan. Mimosang was there.
adjustment and decisions are made in the process.
To elevate users' experience, the hub has installed 20 sensors in the ceiling and 8 sensors on these walls to control the movement of the shuttle.
The chairman of
A clarification: Secretary for Security Chris Tang sent a letter to the House Committee today, asking to waive the notices that are normally requested before the second reading can be resumed. Many members supported Tang's proposal. The second reading of the bill could start next week at the earliest. Meanwhile, an electric aircraft dubbed as Air Taxi made its maiden flight from Shenzhen to Zhuhai. To sports, FIFA President Gianni Infantino said he wants the football world to stand against racism, as he lamented the incidents of racism in stadiums around the world. And that's the news. Thank you for watching.